Welcome, everyone. I'm Garrett Weinzierl, and as you should be able to see, my guest today is Mark, the Studio G Shark. Mark, thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate you taking time out of, I don't know, hunting for your morning meal in a body of salt water.
Oh, actually, I'm a land shark.
Oh, you're a land shark. Okay.
Yeah, I've adapted to breathing oxygen, so I'm doing just fine. And I do like my occasional fish. I like fish tacos. That's actually my favorite meal.
Oh, I can get down with some fish tacos. That's one of my favorite snacks as well.
Oh yeah, so you must be part shark also.
I maybe. Could be. Now that I know sharks can breathe on land, I'll have to go get that checked out.
Yeah, you will actually. But yeah, so thank you for having me. I'm really excited about being here.
Well, fantastic. Well, tell me about yourself, Mark.
Yeah, so like you said, I am the Studio G Shark. So for those of us that don't know what Studio G is, we're the NMSU Student Business Accelerator. So we help student entrepreneurs. And me, myself, I am a bit of an entrepreneur.
Oh.
So I'm actually trying to develop my own app. So it's called Shark Chat. So it's kind of like Snapchat, but for sharks.
Oh, okay. So it's specifically for sharks.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Well, how did you come up with this idea?
So just being here in the human world, I noticed how much people love Snapchat. So then I thought, wow, my friends would love this, and we need a way to communicate because I'm here on land and they're in the ocean. So I thought, why not make a Snapchat for sharks?
Well,
Shark Chat.
Well, that's wonderful. This is a great example of how anyone can be an entrepreneur. All it takes is an idea.
That's right. Yeah. So a little backstory about how I got here, though. So I was born in the Atlantic, and my family moved over to the Pacific. And when I was a young lad, they saw that I was a little different from the other sharks. So they thought it'd be best for me to go to school and get educated. So by the time that I was 15, I was in college already, and I studied fluid mechanics, specifically water resources though, and that was my undergrad. So now I'm on my graduate studies, and I'm doing marine biology.
Oh, you're quite the accomplished shark. So you're working on your undergrad right now?
No, so I'm doing my graduate
Oh,
studies.
you're graduates. Okay, so you will have a master's when you finish, Mark.
Yes. Yeah. So I'm hoping for a PhD.
Well, okay. So Dr. Mark the Shark.
Yes, exactly.
Well,
Dr. Entrepreneur Mark the Shark. That is correct.
Well, that's just phenomenal. I want to ask you about your do you have an app development team? Have you rounded together other land sharks to help you develop your app?
Actually, land sharks aren't as easy to find here in the desert. So I've hired on some human team members.
Okay. How did they are they able to help you though test the app properly? What with not having fins?
Yeah, I mean that is a bit of a I would say a gap that we need to bridge, but fundamentally same concept. So as long as the concept works, and all of our entrepreneur fundamental methodologies are being used in there, then I think whether they're a shark or a human, then it'll be fine as long as it works.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So is this your first entrepreneurial endeavor?
No. So I actually also started a business that was a surfing business.
Okay.
So,
I'm assuming this wasn't in the desert.
no. It was back home in the Pacific, actually close to Southern California.
Okay. All right. So you're a SoCal shark.
Yeah, I am. La Jolla Beach, favorite.
Nice.
Yeah, and so we kind of have a bad reputation with surfers. So I thought, why not embrace that and go out there and show surfers that sharks aren't bad? So I started my own brand and clothing label called uh, Sharks for Change, and it actually went very well for me.
Okay. Well, that's great. What did you do any research to figure out how you would reach out to the surfer population?
Yeah, mostly just I try to be as casual as possible. I kind of just hung out with a couple surfers, and just to get to know who my customer was, right? And I just did a lot of customer discovery. So asking them questions about their likes, their interests, and then also kind of what they thought about sharks. And yeah, and then from there, that was kind of just took off.
Oh, well, that's great. So now you're into your second venture now with the app. What's next? What do you obviously you're going to pursue your PhD, but beyond that, where do you see yourself?
Um, I see myself being a CEO of a big corporation. I think there's that as what I know is that there's not really any shark CEOs. Not one in America, which is kind of devastating to us as a shark species. So I want to be the change there, and I want to be the first CEO. Yeah, shark CEO.
First shark CEO. Well, good luck with you on that on that there, Mark.
Yeah, thanks. And hopefully, I will be able to pitch my idea at Aggie Shark Tank.
Oh, all right. How are you preparing for that?
Oh man. So for those of viewers that don't know what Shark Tank is, or Aggie Shark Tank, it's just like the TV show where a student or shark entrepreneur will walk in to the Shark Tank with 5 live investors in front of a live audience, and they just pitch their idea and hope to get investment. So I've been working on my pitch a lot, and one of the major things that you should know whenever you're pitching is that you need to know your numbers. You have to be very specific on your numbers. So that's what we're trying to really work on, and then also our revenue model. So how Shark Chat is going to make money, and with other things out in the market in place, for example, Snapchat, you can kind of just take a bit of their business plan and alter it if you'd like. So they generate their revenue based on the Snapchat filters, which is something that you pay for in-app purchases, or they also do advertisements. So that's kind of what I'm hoping to do is generate revenue from those advertisements.
Yeah, that's great. It sounds like you really did your research. Going a little deeper into your strategy, though, do you feel going into Shark Tank that you will have a fin up because you are a literal shark?
I think so. I think I'll be able to relate to the sharks a little more.
Okay. I mean, just to be clear, you are aware that the investors are they're not necessarily also sharks themselves.
Wait, they're not sharks?
I mean, it's not required for the investors to be sharks.
This whole time, I thought that they were live sharks.
Oh, I mean, I can understand how you made that assumption.
Wow, I can't believe that. I'm in disbelief. Who would have thought that sharks aren't real sharks?
Yeah.
So they're humans playing sharks?
But no, they're just humans.
Oh,
They're just
so
people.
they name them sharks at all?
No, not at all. I also don't believe it takes place in an actual tank, but hopefully I'm not blowing your mind too much there.
Tank?
No, there's no tank.
I've been training to breathe underwater again, just because I thought they were in tanks.
Well, you know what you can do? We call this pivoting. You just pivot with this information now, and you go and you do a good job.
Pivoting. I think I've heard that around. So, I'm just gonna have to step back, think about my environment now that I'm not in a tank anymore or in front of live sharks. Wow, I still can't get over that. Not sharks.
Well, I'm sure you'll do. I'm sure you'll do very well, Mark.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. And for any people who would like to know more about Aggie Shark Tank, you can go on to Studio G NMSU on Facebook. And all of our event information is up there. And you can also get free tickets. And it's next Wednesday at 4 to 6. So it's going to be a pretty awesome time.
Well, that's awesome. Well, I wish you best of luck, Mark.
Thank you. Thank you. I wish you the best of luck also.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much for sitting down with me today.
Yeah, thank you for having me once again. I just want people out there to know if a shark can be an entrepreneur, then you can be an entrepreneur.
Wise words.
Thank you.
Have a great one.